Hello everyone, so today I'm going to review my LEGO Monster Fighters The Werewolf set. So this set came out, I think 2012 if I believe. It's kind of like monster themed set. So yeah, and today I'm gonna review it. Let's break down what the set comes with. So first and foremost, there's this guy. So this guy is a LEGO hunter, and I believe his name is Quentin Steele, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a nicely painted figure over here. Let's get a close-up of him. So as you can see, he has a nice stern looking face. I assume a British face. He's got he's got a monocle, silver facial hair going along there, mustache beard combo, the old-timey one. He's got a bandolier of ammo. As you can see, it's painted over there. He's got what I can assume are werewolf teeth, because I assume he's a werewolf hunter. All the way to the back it runs down. So he is colored in khaki, I believe, light brown or khaki, and he's got this cool little hat that, like I imagine hunters wear this, I guess. That's a cool looking white hat with a stud up top. Now his accessory is this rifle. So it's a Lego rifle over here. It has a telescope part, which is in sort of in gold or bronze. It's got a golden brake muzzle, so I imagine this thing's probably pretty strong. It's got a high caliber, has a lot of kickback. So the muzzle is also removable, there it is. And that gun can be held by Quentin Steele over here. So here he is. He looks like he is ready to take aim. You can kind of position the scope through his eye, and he's ready to take aim and take down the werewolf. Next off, we got his old-timey buggy. So here's a side view. It looks like those old-timey cars, like if you watch the movie Sahara, I get reminded of those. That's the side view. Bigger wheels in the back. Here's the front view where, yeah, it's got that old-timey grill. It's got 4 lights. Here's a top view of it. We get to see the steering wheel. This is the engine component. And it's a funny thing, the engine is comprised of 4 pistols. So yeah, that's a nice... So he actually has 4 pistols, but they are part of the engine, For storyline purposes, you could take one out. You can hold it, used against the werewolf. We can imagine it's a revolver with silver bullets. So here's the underside. Pretty nice looking car. It's got this tiny glass piece for the old-timey windshield. It has a silver frog emblem, or gray. I think it's gray. Yeah, gray. It's a gray frog emblem. You could take it out and you could take a closer look that it is actually a... Whoops. Got the wheel off by mistake. It's actually a little Lego frog piece. So we've seen this in other sets, but in this case it's metallic. So it's supposed to be the symbol, the emblem of his buggy. The buggy has these grasping parts over here, which I can assume is sort of, you could load Quentin's gun here. Maybe pointed forward. Maybe he could fire from it, attach it there like he's chasing after the werewolf. Or you could put it on backwards, perhaps. Well, the point being it's for extra storage, I guess, so that while Quentin, for example, drives around his little buggy, you can see them right here, he can store his gun. He doesn't have to hold it. It looks pretty good, so imagine he's just chasing down the werewolf with the gun stored over there. So, a nice little buggy, if I do say so. We got the werewolf, which is what this set is all about. So the werewolf comes with these glow-in-the-dark claws. This is the same pieces for Wolverine, except these are glow-in-the-dark versions. I'm not sure if I could really test that. Let's see if I can put in the dark, but yeah. It glows in the dark. It's a glow-in-the-dark Lego piece. But let's take them off first, and let's take a good closer look at the werewolf. The werewolf looks pretty cool. He's got tattered clothes. It looks like he has some suspenders on, and it was once a plaid shirt. So maybe he's a guy who lives in the cabin in the woods, or a lumberjack, and he got mauled by a werewolf, and he became himself a werewolf. So yeah, so it looks like this guy just recently transformed because he still has elements of his clothes on. His blue pants is also ripped right over there. Well, the headpiece is removable. He has no human head, but he has this werewolf headpiece. So that's nice over there. The detailing of the werewolf is pretty good. Look at him snarling. It's got a snarling werewolf over there. There it is. You know, nice little design, nice ears, nice furry sculpt. And looks like he's really like grimacing or snarling over there. You can see his sculpted pointy teeth. So a pretty good werewolf figure. This is the main build of the set. So as you can see, it depicts a tree. It's got some different colored leaves over here, as you can see. So let's take a look at this tree section by section. It has a gimmick, which I shall discuss a little bit later. I'll show you. But here, it has a slot over here where you could position your werewolf. So you can place the werewolf up there like he's, you know, laying in wait. You know, so you could place him over there. It's got these kind of these older looking, this green that's kind of faded or such. So it looks like older drying leaves. It's got this darker green over here. It's on a base plate that kind of looks like grass. I like the way the tree looks. So here is a front view of the tree. Not bad. Side view. We got a lot of circular parts and these roof blocks that protrude, you know, to show the tree is kind of gnarly, I guess. Here's the rear part of the tree. As mentioned, it has a lot of brown circular parts, and as well as these branch pieces over here. And there. Now, in the bottom of the tree, there is something which I could describe. It kind of looks like an altar. So, you know, it has this over here, this little piece, which shows a painted on wolf. So it's supposed to be some sort of wolf artifact or MacGuffin. So I'll get to that a little bit later. But it's got those Lego giant teeth or tusks on each side. And it's got these bones, presumably for the werewolf. Presumably the werewolf is guarding this in the storyline. Or maybe he's the one who made this altar. But yeah, Quentin is after the werewolf. And the werewolf is guarding this magical MacGuffin, this stone. Overshot it over there, but the set comes with a pretty cool gimmick, which is the werewolf could be launched from this perch. So I'm trying to get him to launch and attack Quentin. He missed again. Maybe third time's a charm. Let's try to make one last. But you get the idea. It's a pretty cool feature wherein you can launch the werewolf, and at that time he struck our boy Quentin Steele. So yeah. So if you're wondering how that works, there's a bunch of these counter levers over here, and it's a pretty cool thing. When you push this down, it springs the werewolf who's seated over there, and it splits the bushes. So it has a nice effect that he like sprang from the bushes to attack. So these branches divide, and out comes the werewolf who is hidden in ambush. So that's a pretty cool play feature. It's pretty fun. And once you get the hang of it, you could actually aim him and you can hit Quentin. So it's nice that I get to, you know, it's kind of like a Raiders of the Lost Ark scenario where Quentin sees the artifact, kind of gets entranced by it, but out of nowhere the wolf pounces out. You just gotta work on his aim. Work on the aim, sort of, but you get the idea. And it's pretty fun when it all comes together, when the wolf actually pounces at Quentin. But, you know, you just gotta get it down. But it's got that fun play feature. So basically this set has a storyline wherein, you know, it came with a bunch of other sets in the Monster Fighters. It came out around 2012 toy line for Lego. There was like a vampire, a mer creature, like a creature from the Black Lagoon creature, ghosts, etc. And, you know, in the storyline, all of those sets kind of came with this artifact. I mean, for the respective monster. This is the werewolf artifact. Now, the main storyline, supposedly, if all of these artifacts are somehow brought together or something, if the monsters bring them together, I mean, the world's going to be plunged into eternal darkness. So that's the premise of the story. So these guys are trying to get to those artifacts to keep that from happening. And each artifact is guarded by a specific monster. My final thoughts on the set are, it's a fun set. Because, you know, once you... the gimmick it has really works. It really launches that werewolf. And it's a pretty cool gimmick. The set itself looks pretty good. I personally keep it as a display piece in my room, so it's always out. I dust it, of course. And I like the vehicle. I like the concept. I like the whole creepy werewolf. As you can see, he looks pretty cool over there, especially how it looks here with a little white in his eye. So like the glint in his eye. So it looks awesome. So it's a great set with a working feature, and I recommend you getting it because it's a nice way to get a pretty cool looking Lego werewolf, and it's pretty cool that it glows in the dark. And overall, it wasn't so hard to build. Actually, it was not too difficult to build, and it was actually fun to build. Trying to slowly work your way to make that tree, and the tree gimmick, it's nice. So overall, it's a good set, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the review.
I say, it's the artifact. I hope it's not guarded.
Lane.
I say, it's the artifact. I hope it's not guarded.
What was that?
I hope there are no werewolves here.
Oh my, are you alright?
Say, look at that artifact. Now to get it. Oh!